assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to you.
Come on now, dog.
That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh.
Come on, man.
Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth.
When Tyler Perry went out to clubs and partied with friends and went and participated in the gay lifestyle like everybody else, Tyler Perry's probably been gay since he was a little kid.
Dixon is suing Tyler Perry, the individual, as well as his production studio.
For my help, some of y'all know the rest. I just wanted to come on and just tell everybody, just be as calm as you can.
All right, so boom, everybody see Tyler Perry being sued for sexual assault by the nigga Derek off the Oval. I've read these messages, I've reread these messages, I've proofread these messages. I read the messages in 3 and 4D. All I saw was two homegirls talking, amen.
Not to mention the world who has mixed feelings about homosexuality and the morality of it, and whether it's something that should be applauded or whether it's something.
Picture this. A Hollywood actor leans over mid-service and whispers, "I feel led to give $1 million. Noble, right?" Now fast forward to the same Hollywood, where fame might come at the price of silence, submission, or address. Cat Williams has been sounding the alarm for years. Black men in dresses? That's not just comedy, that's conditioning. And now, Terrence Howard is echoing the same tune, only louder. According to Terrence, Hollywood doesn't just cast roles, it casts expectations. Expectations that, if you're a black man, you're gonna wear a dress at some point. And if you say no, boom, you're difficult, blackballed, frozen out of roles. He's not just talking, he lived it. He turned down major biopics, Marvin Gaye, Smokey Robinson, all because he felt the scripts were pushing him towards scenes and symbolism that didn't sit right with him. In his words, "I'd rather cut off my lips than kiss a man on screen." Now that turned heads. But this isn't just about dresses, this is about power, control, and silence. Derek Dixon, an actor on Perry's shows, is suing him for $260 million, alleging sexual harassment, assault, and career sabotage after rejecting Perry's advances. Texts, trailers, trauma, Dixon claims it all happened. And if that wasn't enough, he says fixers tried to buy his silence with pay bumps and promises. It's not just his story either.
Filed lawsuit accuses Tyler Perry an actor on one of the filmmaker's shows. Actor Derek Dixon has sued Perry for $260 million.
Actor and filmmaker Tyler Perry sued for $260 million over sexual harassment.
Christian Keys told a strikingly similar tale during an Instagram live in 2023, naming no names, but dropping enough clues to get the internet buzzing. And guess what? The timelines, the behavior, even the whispered power dynamics, they all match. Let's go back, not to the lawsuits or the headlines, but to the moment everything should have raised red flags. October 2013. Security alarms were tripped at Tyler Perry Studios, but not in the way you'd think. A man was found inside the building, hiding. Not breaking glass, not forcing doors. He crawled through the ceiling, like a scene from a spy thriller, except this wasn't fiction. The man's name? Joshua Soule. Not a stranger, not a fanboy. He'd actually worked for Perry before, right there in the studio. So why was he sneaking around like a ghost in the walls? Tyler claimed Soule had become unhinged, obsessed even. He filed a restraining order and said Soule was dangerous. The media ran with the crazy stalker narrative. But insiders, they weren't buying it. Because weeks later, Soule came forward with his version of events, and suddenly, the stalker story didn't seem so clear-cut. In 2015, he fired back with a $10 million lawsuit. Soule claimed this wasn't about obsession, it was about abuse of power. He said the environment at Tyler Perry Studios was toxic behind closed doors. Supervisors allegedly sent him inappropriate texts, called him baby, offered him favors. And when he reported it, silence. Worse, he says he was publicly humiliated, that Perry personally called him unstable online, ruining his name before he had a chance to defend himself. Now pause. All this sounds eerily familiar, doesn't it? Accusations of emotional manipulation, of silence when complaints were made, of a powerful figure using their platform to smear someone who pushed back. It's not a pattern, unless it keeps happening. And here's the twist that really sent the internet into overdrive. Right around this time, a certain animated series aired an episode that looked suspiciously like a jab at Tyler Perry. The character? A flamboyant, mega-rich playwright with a god complex. Sound familiar? The episode disappeared almost immediately, and while no one admitted why, let's just say, some names carry enough weight to make things vanish. That's why fans aren't calling these coincidences anymore. They're calling them receipts. Something's shifting in Hollywood, and it's not just whispers anymore, it's tremors. For years, the industry's elite have worn perfectly polished masks, smiles for the cameras, praise from the press. But now, the cracks are showing, and they're spreading fast. More actors are stepping forward, more insiders are breaking their silence, and the illusion that fame equals freedom, it's crumbling. Terrence Howard, he's no longer dropping hints, he's calling names. Not just about scripts or stereotypes, but about how power is wielded behind the curtain. He's exposing the unspoken rule. If you want to make it to the top, you better play the game. Even if that means sacrificing your morals, even if that means biting your tongue while others cross lines you never would. And when you don't play, they paint you as difficult.
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. He's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to f you.
Come on now, dog.
That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh.
Come on, man.
Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're gonna get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room.
Uncooperative. They don't fire you, they fade you out. Blackballing isn't loud, it's quiet, strategic. Suddenly your calls stop getting returned. Projects fall through. Your name? It disappears from conversations it used to dominate. Cat Williams? He's been shouting this from rooftops long before anyone was listening. They laughed, called him crazy. But with every new accusation coming out, more people are realizing. Maybe he was just the first one brave enough to say it out loud. Even Dave Chappelle, remember him walking away from $50 million? He said it felt like the industry was trying to change him, not creatively, spiritually.
Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave, listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in. Huh. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then like the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress. What is wrong? What is this, Brokeback Mountain in here? So then, where the...
And now, more voices are joining in, because this isn't just about dresses. It's not just about identity. It's about manipulation. It's about silence being traded for opportunities. The question isn't just who's next. It's how long has this been going on? And who else has stayed quiet because they feared the consequences of telling the truth? This is the part where Hollywood used to sweep things under the rug, but the rug's been lifted. And underneath, a decade's worth of secrets and counting. As NDAs expire, as court cases move forward, as insiders retire, people are talking, and suddenly the untouchables aren't so untouchable anymore. So, what do you believe? Is Tyler Perry just another name caught in the chaos? Or has he been the puppet master all along? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you're here for the truth. Subscribe if you're ready to go deeper, and share this with someone who still thinks Hollywood is just glitz and glam. Because sometimes, behind the glam is a whole lot of grime. Stay tuned. You won't believe what's coming next.